One of the things that nobody's probably considered is how the Biden administration may react to Bitcoin as far as its regulatory position, its executive orders, because I think the Biden administration potentially would be a lot less friendly to Bitcoin than the Trump administration. I think the Trump administration was more likely to allow the market to come up with alternatives. But I don't know that the Biden administration would be that free market oriented. I think they may look at Bitcoin as a potential threat. A lot of the people in the Bitcoin community are more advocates of small government. They don't like central banks. They don't like big government spending. They're kind of like me. And they also talk about Bitcoin dethroning the dollar, replacing the dollar. If you are trying to run a welfare state, that's the last thing that you want, right? If you are a big government guy like Biden and you want universal basic income or you want a Green New Deal, you need the dollar to reign supreme because you have to keep running big deficits without the dollar crashing. And to the extent that they believe, rightly or wrongly, that maybe Bitcoin represent some type of threat to dollar hegemony and therefore a threat to their ability to continue to run huge deficits at low interest rates, they could crack down on Bitcoin pretty hard. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened early in the Biden administration and there were to be a big reaction in the market to that. Now, I know some people might think, well, no, there's probably some big tech donors that are involved in the crypto space. But look, there's a lot of other people, a lot of big bankers that are going to be in bed with Biden. And I think they're going to carry a lot more weight on his administration than some of these tech guys. And clearly, they're going to be in the camp of, hey, let's regulate Bitcoin. And so, the fact that people are celebrating the Biden victory by buying Bitcoin, that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if you think, we're going to buy Bitcoin because Biden is, more inflation, bigger government, and people are going to move into Bitcoin as an inflation hedge, you can make that argument. I think it's a much better argument to say that you're going to buy gold as an inflation hedge. I still don't see Bitcoin trading with gold. I mean, yes, Bitcoin fell today when gold fell, but it also fell when Peloton fell and when DocuSign fell and Zoom video. I mean, I think Bitcoin is more correlated with those types of assets than it is with gold. And yes, I think Bitcoin has benefited from COVID the same way that those assets have benefited from COVID. I think people are speculating in Bitcoin in this environment in the same manner that they're speculating in these other stocks. But at the end of the day, I think the only safe haven that's going to be left standing when this crisis is over is going to be gold and obviously it's silver as well, because those are the only safe havens from inflation. Those are the only monetary alternatives to the dollar and other fiat currencies. People in the Bitcoin space may believe that Bitcoin is a monetary alternative, but it's not. That exists in the fantasies of Bitcoin hodlers only. It doesn't exist in reality. And as much as people want to believe that, it's all part of the hype. It has nothing to do with the reality. It's the sizzle. It's not the steak.